like setting priorities and executing towards them, what do you think needs to happen for you to do this skill? For you to do this act?
So my staff has a deadline of today to send me their reflections on trends. And so I've already put time in my calendar to prep for our Thursday meeting tomorrow morning. And I just need to look at my notes for the meeting with an eye towards, is this specific enough? Is this the right thing for kids? And will this lead to like change in terms of the way that I structure it? Because what I did last week and what I plan to do this week is, we're not going to be discussing this in the meeting. I'm just going to say, like, based on the feedback you've given me, this is what we're prioritizing, and this is like what should be seen or what you should be doing based on your role this week, so that we can hit this priority and see this level of change. I think that's the other thing. So I just need to, like, whatever my output is tomorrow morning for my meeting prep time, I need to make sure that it hits those things. It's clear, it's specific, it's right for kids, and there's a specific change, measurable, something that we should be able to see as a staff to say if we are successful or not. And I think if I can analyze that myself and say yes, 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 yes to those 4 things, then I will feel like I'm making progress towards that goal, and maybe we can check in about it for next week.
I think that's perfect for the staff, like having your staff bring the reflections and then you analyzing them. But I think it's also one more additional layer for you and the school team as a whole. And so you gathered information based on like your time this week, and then you looking at all of their reflections and developing trends for school-wide priorities. So it might be slightly different. Like you might have a school priority, or like your school priority for this week, you said one was like consistency and schedule. That's not their individual priority. So then you have to do a separate like analysis to come up with like, what are our school-wide priorities? And then what are your individual priorities? An example, if every single one of your staff members says one of their priorities is developing group coaching sessions, then that's a school-wide priority. If one of your staff members say that, but the rest of them are like good to go on that, then that's just their priority. And so you need to think about it on 2 levels. One, what am I, like as a leader, rallying everybody in the school around? And then 2, what are my people working on individually outside of the things that we're rallying around?
But that doesn't all happen at a staff meeting.
No, that's what I'm saying. You had the first part right for the staff meeting. But the second part is like, what are you doing to develop? What are you doing? What's your analysis process?
Okay.
I'll give you another example.
I think I got what you're saying.
Is it confusing? Is it too much? Do you feel like it's not the right thing?
No, I feel like we're saying the same thing, maybe using different words. It's just like getting all the evidence, synthesizing.
Okay, cool.
Priorities.
Is there anything, in thinking about this process, is there anything that you need from me to help you like carry out this process?
Not really. I mean, if I want to bounce some ideas off of you after I come up with priorities, I may or may not do that, but I feel like I can kind of roll with it. It's pretty, like, in my mind, it's pretty clear cut because we have no break time this year. Well, or very little, so it's not about like picking CS sessions anymore. It's about like
using the stuff that we have.
So it's like plugging in how we're going to emphasize these things within the structures, which has been pretty easy because we're like, okay, during lesson rehearsals, our folks need to concentrate on blank based on our priorities, or during classroom observations, look for this, give specific feedback.